Alright, what's up YouTube? Okay, back on this 91 Firebird. Y'all seen my last video of this thing running. I said I was going to make a video on the oil pan, so this is going to be the oil pan removal for a 82 through 92 Firebird or Camaro. V6, V8, whichever. Still applies. So, first thing you definitely want to do is, everybody should know, safety first. Put your car up on jack ramps, or tire ramps, not jack ramps, just tire ramps. But if you got a set of these, those work too. But just something that your car ain't gonna fall. You're definitely gonna need a jack. I like actually using this, that way it kind of frees up my jack, so that way I can use it for when I need to use it for. Now, this is probably not everything that I'm gonna need, but this is actually majority of everything that I'm gonna be using. But I'm sure there's gonna be other tools I'm gonna probably have to get up underneath there with. Pitman arm puller, which works great for tie rods or pulling the center link, your center link out. You'll need this size. It's a small OEM 25297. It's part number. Works great for stuff like this. 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 3/8 extensions and or half extension. Just grab a multiple. You're going to need a couple sockets, 15 and 16, 10. You're going to need, I think that's a 19, yeah, 19 and an 18. And an 8mm or a 5/16 disconnect the battery. Okay, so the next thing we're going to have to do, I'm going to just make a little bit more extra room. I'm going to get my 10mm out. I'm going to pull the air dam out from under here, so that way I can actually get crawled up underneath here a lot better. So this air dam right here, you got 10mm bolts on the back side of this. Got a few of them running along the bottom. I'm trying my best to hold my phone, because I haven't yet made a actual camera stand for this phone just yet. I made one for my other one and it worked out pretty good, but since it took a crap on me, I got another phone. So this is, well, it's the same phone as the LG, but I haven't made a stand for it yet. But so y'all gonna have to pretty well bear with me on this, because every time I've actually trying to hold this camera, I always touch one of the other buttons and it knocks it off the video, so I have to go back and redo crap. I don't like that. But anyway, you got 10mm bolts all the way down. On mine, looks like there's a few missing. There's one right there, but I got one missing there. Looks like one missing there, but the rest of them are holding up pretty good. So yeah, so we'll have to disconnect this air dam here, and I want to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I got it removed. 3 bolts, that was easy, huh? So yep, there it is. So we'll just lay that to the side over there. Now I can get up underneath here like I'm supposed to. Now I can actually get moving around. Make sure you got a drain pan right there, because I gotta pop the oil pan bolt here in a second, which is right there. So that'll be next. And also to make sure, always like doing this, kind of helps it flow a little bit. Just kind of prop that up a little bit, so that way it kind of helps it flow a little easier. If I'm not mistaken, I think that bolt was a, I don't remember what it was. I'm going to just grab all of them down there. I think it's a 15, but yeah, I think that's what it was a 15. So we're going to do that. So yeah, it was a 15. it's hard to do this with. Holy cow, hang on a second. So yeah. Nice black oil, huh? Also had some sea foam off in here too, I remember. So yeah, that's a good thing we're going to drain all this oil out. So I'm going to let that sit and drain for a good while, so that way it lets everything out and everything. Trying to stay as clean as I can right now, but alright, I'll be back. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and I'm going to pull this damn oil filter off, but it's a real tight. It's on real tight. Whoever worked on this damn car, I don't know who changed the oil on it. But if y'all are tightening oil filters more than what they should be, you're an idiot. They should only be on snug and then just a little past snug. That damn, people ain't gotta go and freaking monkey on them. I'm just saying, y'all ain't, I mean, that damn, y'all ain't gotta go freaking Gorilla Grip on them. That was just a damn oil filter. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to get this oil filter and stuff off. I'm gonna let the oil filter drain. I may put the oil filter back on. Then again, I may just go and put a new oil filter in, because the oil a little bit watery. I mean, it's not no milk or nothing. It's not water in there. It's just, I think it's a little bit of gas in it from me flooding it out the other day and trying to get it cranked. And so yeah, anyway, hang on a second. Alright, now finally got it broke loose. But no, they don't need to be that damn tight, honestly. A lot of shops will freaking tighten them so damn tight you can't even get it broke loose. And half the time you gotta stick a dang screwdriver in there just to bust it loose, and that's just too damn tight. But anyway, we'll get this all drained out and everything. I may leave the oil filter off. I don't have to leave it off. And I can put it back up there, but then I'm risking the seal on it. But just as long as I can get another oil filter and get this, just get it, the whole motor and stuff, get it cleaned out real good with the other. Because I don't like someone have to drain all this back out anyway. It's not gonna look, I mean, it's not gonna stay in here forever. So I just want to get this oil pan out of here, show y'all how to do it and everything, and so that way y'all can get a gist of what's going on. So anyway, as y'all can tell, there is no milky in the oil. It's just fuel. It smells like fuel. But that's because of the fact, like I said, being on the intake stroke or whatever, from my distributor. I mean, everything was, like I said, everything was fine. But I just had it swapped around. But allowing the fuel to go down through the oil. So I know the fuel injectors are good on this car, but well, the valves was open, and that was allowing the fuel to get down in there to the oil. And so yeah, so it'd be alright though. Like I said, I didn't let it run that long and everything, so I didn't have time to damage nothing. But I will, like I said, I may just go ahead and put another oil filter on it just to be safe, and then I'll get the oil pan and stuff, get it off. But I'm gonna leave the filter and everything off, so that way I can get it get down in there. Okay, so got the oil and all that stuff drained out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bust this top nut up here, which I'm not mistaken, I think it was 18 or a 19. These here, I believe, were 15. Hang on a second. Nope. They were the, shoot, I don't remember. Frick, I don't even remember. Nope, it was 18, I think. 18 or 19. Hell, I don't remember. That's that one. That's the 18, okay, top. Okay, that's 18. The top's going to be a 19. And then once you bust this nut off and bust this nut off, and this is where this little tool here will come in handy. Slide across there and back it out. See, then that'll slide over like that, and then you can tighten this down, and then that'll push the tie rod out. And the same way with that there. Also, before I forget, it'll be easier to remove this bracket right here underneath, so you can actually get to that 19mm nut. Same way on the passenger side as well. It's got the same bracket up here. You got the 2 bolts here, and you got a bolt right there. You want to remove those brackets, so that way, well, actually this one here, let me see real quick. I think I might be able to get it to okay, this one here you'll be able to actually get to. That one there you'll be able to get to a little easier. There's a lot of room up there. So be able to get to that one. But just this one over here on the driver's side, where it go? Yeah, right here. You will not have enough room. So, because the bracket's like right over it. So just a heads up on that. Alright, so got the bracket out, and you'll probably be able to get to that nut right there from the top. It's a little difficult to get it down here from the bottom. So this is the upper. Get it a lot easier from up top than you can down there at the bottom. And then same way with this side over here. Alright, so all of them are pretty much loosened up. I know I got that one from the bottom, which you can get it from the bottom, you can get it from the top, don't matter. But that one definitely I get from top. Okay, so just makes things a little easier. Now we can crawl back up underneath here. Get every one of them loose. Every last one of them. So now, all I gotta do now is pop them out of there. Just what I'm saying. Get that pitman arm puller up in there real good, and you'll be able to break it off. And there she is. Now I'm gonna go over here and do that in the same damn way. And I'll go over there and do that one down, and then pull it out. It should be good to go. Just showing y'all how it's supposed to be right here. Now, hang on, let me try to get this. There we go. Now, you want to make sure that when you use one of these, you want to make sure it's up underneath the lip right there. And you want to make sure that this is literally flush with the stud that's coming out of the tie rod in. So that way you don't end up messing up threads and stuff. Also, I wanted to also mention, make damn sure that your steering wheel is straight. Your wheels are straight. You don't want your tires to be turned and all that stuff when you go to try to move all this, because you probably end up throwing it out of whack. I know if you used to change the gearbox, definitely, but just make sure that your wheels and all that stuff are straight when you go to do all this. But yeah, you don't need no pickle fork. You don't need no tie rod end puller or nothing like that. The old good old Pitman arm puller does the trick every single time. Finally found a tool that will do it all. Finally. And it don't take much neither. I mean, that one there, I just turned it a good little turn, and all of a sudden circuit popped loose. Yeah, be careful when you don't have your damn phone laying down there too, because a little Pitman arm puller might break the glass. So, but yep, she's getting there. But this is how you. This is the easiest way, because when I get ready to take the this here out, I'll be putting a block of wood or something up under here, and that's where that jack's going to come in at to help brace this motor up a little bit. So I'll be right back. Well, shoot, guess I'll take that bar off anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and take that off anyway. Best way to get to that little bolt right there, get you an extension. There you go, and it fits in on there really good. So take a little bracket piece right there off. Then you can be able to use the Pitman arm puller. Might have to remove the smog pump pulley, but that's nothing. Just undo the tensioner right there, pull the belt off, and but if you do end up taking the pulley off, loosen up the bolts first, then remove the belt. Makes things a little easier. So that's what I may end up having to do. But just in case y'all have to, that's be probably the easiest. So anyway, when I remove the belt, get my hand off in there. But got the bolts and stuff. Damn it. Got the bolts and stuff loosened up there, so that way all I gotta do is pull the damn smog pump off, or smog pump pulley off. Then I can use my Pitman arm and have enough room to get the center link out. So plus side is what I like about this, where on most cars you can't freaking do this. You got all this daggum room to work, and that's what makes it really nice on these cars. Love it. I'll just set that back there for now. That belt out of the way. I'll just set my Pitman arm puller up there. I'll have to get the hammer and hammer it up, but it'll sit in there like that now. Well, a little down a little further, but I'll be able to get a socket on it. So once again, I say you'll have to get a hammer and hit right here on the corners. Don't hit so much up here, but just hit down here at the bottom, and then it'll work it up underneath there. I don't have mine, I've got it somewhat even up here, but it needs to come back a little bit, back my way a little bit. But as far as it's not, I mean, as long as it's not too far off, it won't slip off, just enough to get my ball joint to pop down. You can see how much room now you got, where before I couldn't get my couldn't get it cleared. Okay, now since I got my center link out, laying it down there, now is a good time. Now is a really good time if you're gonna go get ball joints, or well, not so much ball joints, but your tie rods, and you're gonna go ahead and replace them, or you want to check them out, make sure they're still good, which these seem to be still good for the most part. But if I had a little extra cash, I'd go down there and actually buy new inner and outer tie rods and new sleeves. And I'm going to do that eventually, and I'm going to swap these out for a Moog. I'm not going to go any other brand. I'm going to go Moog all the way around. And also I'm going to swap out the center link as well. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to do that right now. It's just going to be later on down, dang it, I want to go later on down the road. I'll let this ride for a little while, and then I'll swap this out also for Moog. So they'll have all new suspension under it. But yeah, but this is a good time to actually go through and figure out what's bad and what's not, if you want to keep or not keep. So anyway, we can actually move these tie rods out of the way. Just kind of, you know, move them off to the side or something, kind of out of the way to where they're not going to get messed up. What I am going to do now is I'm going to get this here, all this here cleaned out, and then, like I said, I'm going to take a block and put up underneath here and get the jack under it and get the jack braced up, so that way I can come in here. There we go. And whoop, oh, what's that? Oh, this looks like, there you go, motor mount. But that bolt right up there is what we're gonna have to take loose. Now I've already, if I'm not mistaken, I think those are 6. I don't know if I can get my damn hand. No, I probably can't get my hand up there. I'll have to use extension. That's cool though, because where'd it go? There's the extension. Dang, if I can get y'all, there we go. Like I said, it's kind of hard to